Right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Today we've got a classic SUV debate lined up. We're talking about two heavy hitters in the ladder frame world, the 2026 Toyota Fortuner and the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. If you're in the market for a tough SUV, chances are you've looked at both of these.
And this is one of those comparisons where there's no obvious winner right away. Both of these SUVs have a strong reputation, especially in markets where durability and off-road ability really matter, but they go about things in slightly different ways.
Correctly. So let's start with the Fortuner. This thing has been around for a while, and it has built a name for itself as a dependable, no-nonsense SUV. When people think of reliability and toughness, the Fortuner usually comes up pretty quickly.
And you can see that personality in the design too. The Fortuner looks bold, upright, and honestly a bit intimidating on the road. It's got that classic SUV stance, tall, wide, and confident. It doesn't try too hard to look fancy, it just looks strong.
Right, and that carries into the interior. When you sit inside a Fortuner, everything feels solid and straightforward. Layout is simple, controls are easy to understand, and there's a sense that this vehicle is built to last years without giving you trouble.
It's the kind of SUV you buy if you don't want surprises. You want something that works, holds its value, and keeps going. And that's really where the Fortuner shines long-term ownership confidence.
Now let's switch over to the Pajero Sport, because this is where things start to feel a little different. Mitsubishi took a slightly more modern direction with this one.
Yeah, right away you notice the design is sharper. The Pajero Sport has more curves, more detail in the front, and a more expressive look overall. It feels like it's trying to appeal to people who want something stylish, not just tough.
Inside, that difference becomes even clearer. The cabin feels more updated, where dashboard design is more contemporary, and there's a bit more attention to how everything looks and feels, not just how it works.
Still has that rugged DNA underneath, but it adds a layer of comfort and modern design that some buyers really want today. It's not just about getting through rough roads, it's also about enjoying the drive.
Or if we put them side by side, the Fortuner feels more traditional. It sticks to what has worked for years: durability, simplicity, and a strong reputation.
While the Pajero Sport feels like it's trying to balance toughness with a more modern experience. It still handles off-road situations well, but it also tries to give you a bit more comfort and style in everyday driving.
And I think this is where people really get stuck choosing between them, because it's not about one being clearly better. It's more about what kind of driver you are.
Exactly. If you're someone who values a proven track record, strong resale value, and that classic rugged feel, the Fortuner is probably going to make more sense for you.
Or if you want something that still handles tough conditions while feeling a bit more modern and refined, the Pajero Sport starts to look very appealing.
And let's be honest, design plays a big role too. Some people will look at the Fortuner and think it's perfect. Others will prefer the sharper, more styled look of the Pajero Sport. That alone can decide it for a lot of buyers.
Totally. And then there's the driving feel. The Fortuner gives you that solid, planted SUV experience. Or Pajero Sport, on the other hand, feels a bit more refined on the road, which can matter if you're using it daily.
So at the end of the day, it really comes down to priorities. Do you want something that feels familiar and built for the long haul? Or do you want something that mixes toughness with a more modern touch?
And honestly, you can't go wrong either way. Both of these SUVs have proven themselves over time. It's just about which one fits your lifestyle better.
All right, now we want to hear from you guys. If you had to pick one for 2026, are you going with the Fortuner or the Pajero Sport?
Drop your choice and reasoning wherever you're listening or watching. We always like seeing how people think about these comparisons.
And if you enjoyed this discussion, make sure to follow the show. We've got more car matchups coming your way.
Right, that's it for today. We'll catch you in the next episode.